Naperville's Harrison House Bed and Breakfast might soon close its B&B doors forever due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Owners Sara and Mike Tams announced they are listing Naperville's only B&B for sale. Before Governor J.B. Pritzker's stay-at-home order on March 21st, the small business was operating at around 50% occupancy. But since then, occupancy has dropped below 1%.
It's a very community-focused business. When people stay, they like to sit and have breakfast and talk to somebody brand new who they've never met before. We've had, when we were having, good bookings.
Sara and Mike believe the virus will change how hospitality businesses operate going forward.
I think that dynamic is going to change for sure in the medium term, but maybe long term. There may be, consequences from something like a pandemic that nobody could have foreseen that'll change the way hospitality businesses in general operate.
The Harrison House was built in 1904 and has been operating as a bed and breakfast since 1987. The Tams purchased the B&B last October and has spent the last 6 months renovating it. Several days before the stay-at-home order was issued, the renovations were complete and the Tams had an open house.
And it went so well, we thought, let's have a ton more of these open houses, get everybody in here we can so that everybody in Naperville knows it's here. And literally 3 days later, our kids were told, bring your stuff home from school. We don't know when you'll be coming back. And that was the timing for us.
Since then, only 3 guests have stayed at the bed and breakfast. The Tams said they've applied for grants and loans, but were unsuccessful. They also put a bid in with the city of Naperville and Edward Hospital to house frontline workers.
At first, we were like, okay, great, this is an opportunity to fill our rooms and serve the community. We didn't get those. The city, I think, went with another hotel, and Edward Hospital, I think, is working with North Central College. So at the time, we were upset to not get those, but in hindsight, now that we're, like I said, trying to sanitize every single surface, we're realizing what a big challenge that would have been.
The B&B has a special variance allowing a business to be operated in a residential neighborhood. The Tams are hoping to sell the family-operated bed and breakfast as is, but are willing to sell it as a single-family home. Future owners would have 6 months to decide if they want to continue operating the house as a bed and breakfast before losing its variance. The reality of having to sell their business was something that took Sara weeks to come to terms with.
I resisted accepting it for a long time because I had thought this is what I'll be doing for the next 10, 20, 30 years.
It would be normal to think the Tams would be down in the dumps after having their hard work and financial investment they put into the Harrison House Bed and Breakfast. However, they're looking at the situation half full.
Silver lining in how terrible this pandemic has been is just maybe a remembering that your life is more than what you do for work. We've been so blessed that none of our family or the people we care about have been impacted by this. That's not a guarantee that it won't happen, but you have to take every day as a blessing and appreciate what you have.
The Harrison House Bed and Breakfast is still operating, and the Tams said if their fortune changes, it is a possibility they won't have to sell the B&B. For Naperville News 17, I'm Christian Canizal.